They laughed at him, mocked him, called him names just for being different. But they had no idea this quiet black teen was the son of a robotics genius. And when the bullying went too far, his father didn't fight back with fists. He brought invention, genius, and justice to the very place where his son was broken. This story will inspire you, anger you, and move you to tears. But before we begin, tap that like button, hit subscribe, and share this story with someone who believes in brilliance. Let's aim for 5,000 likes if you want more powerful true life stories, just like this one on @The Jones Life Stories. Jones walked into Lincoln High School with quiet steps, but a brilliant mind. He didn't speak unless spoken to. He wore old sneakers, a backpack with patches of tech logos, and thick glasses always slipping off his nose. The school halls were decorated with banners. Lincoln Pride, We Are One. But Jones never felt included in that one. Kids whispered when he passed, "Yo, what's he even doing here? Bro looks like he walked out of a sci-fi lab." He once corrected a teacher during physics class, respectfully. That earned him detention. But when another kid, Jason, made a snide joke about gravity, the class laughed. It wasn't just bullying. It was isolation by design. Jones kept a journal. Inside it were sketches of inventions, algorithms, drone concepts. Each page was a piece of the world he wished existed, a world that understood him. At lunch, he sat alone under the old science wing stairwell, eating peanut butter sandwiches while coding on his hand-me-down laptop. The only time he smiled? When he FaceTimed his dad, David Jones, every night. David Jones was a legend. Once known as the Machine Whisperer, he'd worked with DARPA, built prosthetics for veterans, and even helped NASA fix a failed Mars rover algorithm from home. But he gave it all up after Jones's mom passed away when Jones was just 8. David moved to the suburbs to give his son a normal life. But normal never suited Jones. Their garage was a tech lab. Weekend projects included building robot dogs and debugging AI simulations. Their bond was unique, a world of code, coffee, and compassion. "Dad, why don't people like me?" "They don't understand you, and people fear what they don't understand." Jones would nod, but the sadness stayed in his eyes. One Tuesday, everything snapped. It was school robotics competition week. Jones had entered his custom drone, Neon. He stayed late for weeks perfecting its AI. Presentation day came. He wore his best shirt, smiled for once. As he started the demo, Travis and his gang smirked in the back. "Can it fetch you some friends?" Travis chuckled. The teacher didn't intervene. As Jones launched the drone, it hovered perfectly, stabilizing with facial recognition. Gasps of awe until Travis hurled a basketball straight into it. Crash. The drone shattered. "Oops," Travis said. "Guess it couldn't avoid me." Laughter filled the room. Jones just stared. That night, he didn't eat. David knew something had changed. Jones didn't speak, just quietly placed the broken drone pieces on the table and walked away. David sat at the table for hours, silent. Then he stood. "You want to break my son's spirit? Okay, let me show you what spirit can build." He opened the lab doors. David called in favors from MIT friends, ex-Pentagon colleagues, and Silicon Valley buddies. He reprogrammed an old military-grade bipedal robot and rebuilt its core for education, emotion detection, and holographic storytelling. He named it Justice. Why? Because my son deserves some. He equipped Justice with voice mimicry, digital blackboard tools, and an empathy core, a feature David had once designed to help autistic kids learn emotionally. It was beautiful. It was powerful. It was a statement. And then came Career Day. David walked into Lincoln High with Justice trailing behind him, standing tall, glowing with intelligent blue lights. The students gasped. David introduced himself. "My name is David Jones. I build machines that help people walk again. But more importantly, I'm the father of the smartest student in this school, and the one you ignore." He pointed to Jones in the back. Then he gave the command, "Justice, activate presentation mode." The robot walked forward and began projecting a holographic presentation. Jones's drone code, flight path simulations, a side-by-side of the drone before and after it was broken, stats on black students underrepresented in STEM. The room was dead silent. Even Travis couldn't make eye contact. David finished with a chilling line. "You broke his machine, but you won't break his mind." The principal issued a formal apology. Local news picked up the story. Black teen's genius ignored until his father makes a robotic statement. Universities sent invitations. Jones was asked to teach in the after-school robotics club. Travis, he apologized in tears during lunch one day. He said, "You didn't have to understand me. You just had to let me be me." 1 year later, Jones launched a nationwide initiative with his dad, Code of Justice, a free robotics and AI education program for underrepresented students. Kids from all backgrounds signed up. He spoke at TED Youth, was featured in Wired magazine, and at 17, he was accepted to MIT full ride. Jones didn't get back at the world. He outbuilt it. He didn't fight the hate. He let his brilliance speak louder than their noise. If this story touched your heart, like this video, hit subscribe to at The Jones Life Stories and share it with someone who's ever been silenced, misunderstood, or underestimated. Because remember, brilliance doesn't need to shout. It just needs to be seen.